Welcome students. In continuation of current flow in semiconductors, now let's study about the diffusion current along with the Einstein equation. After this, I'll tell you the important concepts and frequently asked questions from the topic. So please watch the video completely and thoroughly, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more contents. First of all, let's understand the diffusion process. For this, I have considered this non-uniformly doped p-type semiconductor. As you can see, the hole concentration is heavy over here. Holes are injected from this point, and here almost negligible hole concentration. So what will happen? According to the diffusion process, the holes will move from left to right in positive x direction, and this movement of the holes will cause a current to flow, and that is called the diffusion current. Here you should be remembered the point that there is no source of energy, that is the electrical field, as you have seen in the drift current. Now the Fick's first law is used to define the diffusion process, which states that the flux, that is the number of particles crossing per unit area per unit time, is proportional to the concentration gradient, and this eta is the concentration and delta eta is the concentration gradient, and this proportionality constant is called the diffusion constant. This is diffusivity. You can say diffusivity, diffusion constant, or diffusion coefficient. So diffusivity is the age of the carrier diffusion in response to a concentration gradient. And so the magnitude of the current at any point is proportional to the concentration profile and hence the concentration gradient. So the hole's diffusion current density is given by this equation, where dP is the hole's diffusivity or the diffusion constant. But in case of the electrons, if electrons will move in the positive x direction, then its current will be in opposite direction, and that's why its diffusion current density is given by this. You can see that the sign of the current density is reversed in case of electrons. And the typical value of the diffusivity of holes and electrons diffusing in intrinsic silicon is given by 12 centimeter square per second for the holes, and electrons it is 35 centimeter square per second. Next is the Einstein equation or the relation. You know, same physics is at the core of the both drift and diffusion, and it is collisions among particles and medium atoms, which means that there should be some relationship between the diffusivity and mobility, and it is given by this equation. D upon mu is equals to kT upon Q, where K is the Boltzmann constant and T is the temperature in Kelvin, Q is the charge of the carrier, and this is the thermal volt equivalent. Approximate value is 26 millivolt at room temperature. And for semiconductors, this Einstein equation is given by equation dN upon mu n is equals to dP upon mu p, and it is thermal volt equivalent. Now let's see the important facts of the topic. The first point is diffusion is the movement of the carriers from high to low concentration area of the semiconductor, and this movement of the carriers causes current, which is called diffusion current. And note the point that there is no external energy source like electric field we have seen in the drift current. And now according to the Fick's first law, this flux is proportional to the concentration gradient, and this proportionality constant is the diffusion constant, or you can say diffusivity. And from this, the whole diffusion current density is given by this equation, where you can see that current density is also proportional to the concentration gradient, where Px is the concentration profile at point x. Similarly, for the electrons, the diffusion current density is given by this equation, and here the sign of the current density is reversed, because if electrons are moving in the positive x direction, then its current will be in reverse. And the next is the Einstein equation, which defines that there is a relationship between the diffusivity and mobility, and for the semiconductors it is given by this equation where Vt is the thermal volt equivalent whose value is 26 millivolt at 300 Kelvin. Now let's see the frequently asked questions from the topic. The first one is, consider a silicon bar in which a hole concentration profile is established. Find hole current density at x is equals to 0. Let P naught is equals to this, and LP, which is the diffusion length, and this diffusion length is defined as the average length of the carrier from generation to the recombination process. If cross-sectional area of the bar is 200 micrometers square, what will be the diffusion current? So first of all, the diffusion current density for the holes is given by minus q dp, and this is dpx upon dx. So you need to find out the differential of the concentration profile, and differentiating it you will get q dp p naught upon LP. Use all the values. For the dp, the diffusivity of holes in diffusing the intrinsic silicon is 12 centimeters square per second. Q is 1.6 10 to power minus 19. So putting all the values, the Jp will be comes out 38.4. Now the diffusion current is given by Ip is equals to J into A is the cross sectional area. So it will be 76.8 microampere. Now the next one is, what is the significance of Einstein relationship in semiconductors? So it is given by dp upon mu p is equals to dn upon mu n, and it is thermal volt equivalent. So it defines the relationship between the diffusivity and mobility of the carriers, which is the its ratio is given by the thermal volt equivalent. Now the last one is, for a non-uniformly doped semiconductor, what will be the total current density under the effect of electrical field? So students, note here that the non-uniformly doped and effect of electrical field. It means the total current density is given by the addition of drift current density and the diffusion current density. So you need to find out the total drift current density. So for holes and electrons, similarly for the diffusion current density of holes and electrons. Students, please watch the next video also, because that will be dedicated to the competitive exam questions on semiconductors. I hope you like this video, so please subscribe the channel for more contents and share it. If you have any queries regarding analog electronic circuit, digital electronics, microprocessors, microcontrollers, VLSI design, VLSI IDE tools, you can write me in the comment section or you can mail me. My mail ID is given in the description of the video. Thank you so much and have a nice day.